MOP. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? Happy Friday. Another week has been completed. I'm so happy. Oh my God, I'm just looking at all of my latest thumbnails and how I don't have any latest thumbnails. I'm so annoyed because the company I use, the app I use for my thumbnails, they don't take American Express. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Because apparently they are in the midst of resolving the issue. I'm going to complain about it for a second. You know what? I need to complain about it because it's upsetting. It's very, very upsetting to me. Um, it's extremely upsetting that they don't take American Express. But who the fuck am I? Apparently, I'm nobody. Um, I ran out of money in my business checking account for my YouTube channel because I'm broke. Surprise, surprise. I have no money. So I ran out of money in my checking account, and typically my affiliate partners, they all pay me within the first week of the month, but it's October 3rd, and I haven't been paid by any of them but one. I got paid by NutriCost, but that was about it. Um, okay. So much better. Wow. So much better. I got paid by NutriCost. I haven't been paid by any of my other affiliates yet, so I'm just waiting for the money to hit my account. But in the meantime, I cannot create my AI generated thumbnails like I used to because they don't take American Express credit cards, which are the only credit cards I use. Um, I'm a huge fan of American Express. And maybe I've talked about this before, but I love American Express mostly because of their customer service and how vicious they go after businesses on behalf of their customers. I love that so much about American Express. And no other credit card issuer has the reputation, the negative reputation, I guess, with businesses more than American Express. There have been so many situations where I've told them to literally block a charge and they do it. No questions asked. They do it. You know those pesky subscription companies that prey on consumers? You need to have American Express. They'll take care of them. They'll block their shit immediately. No questions asked. No conversation. No negotiation. They block that shit. Anyway, um, I emailed with the company, the thumbnail company that I use, and they were like, "Oh, we're so sorry. It's an inconvenience, and we're working on a solution. And they're actually gonna have a solution coming out um, sometime soon. I think very, very soon." He told me, and I quote, within the next couple weeks. So I'll forgive them for the transgression because they do provide a lot of value to me. I have seen my analytics just do so much better with better thumbnails. So they do provide a lot of value to me as a creator. So I'm excited about that. Hey, Brock, what's going on, Brock? I'm so happy that you are enjoying the Discord channel. Isn't Discord so much fun? Isn't Discord so much fun? I'll get a link together for Discord for all the people in chat right now that wants to come. If you guys want to come, and I don't mean CUM, we don't do that in my Discord channel. But if you want to come to the Discord channel, here it is. Boom. We actually have a lot of fun in my Discord channel. There's a lot of discussion. There is a variety of opinions and perspectives and a variety of topics as well. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty legit. Hey Jaquan. Hey Lord loves you. What's going on, guys? Hey MOP. Diddy hold prison? Oh yeah, Diddy's gonna have the best prison parties. Diddy is actually gonna be very fine in prison. I don't think Diddy's gonna have any trouble in prison whatsoever. He has so much power and influence that he is going to run that place pretty easily. Um, can you wish my buddy a happy birthday? No. For a super chat, I will. Hey, Emery. Hey, Jaquan. Yeah, I'll do whatever you want for my. I'll do whatever you want for a super chat. Sure, I'll wish him a happy birthday for a super chat, Jackson. A dollar will make me holla. Hey, Javid, Rashad. A dollar will make me holla every single time. Hey, Javid, every single time it'll make me holla. Um, all that power and influence is why he's going to be someone's love pocket. Did he be getting them cheeks clapped? He be clapping lots of cheeks too. I hope you're right. I mean, he to be honest with you, he should be in prison for much, 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 much longer. I think he was facing at minimum, I thought he was going to get like 11 years at minimum, but to only get 4 years and he's already served 14 months, so he's already served over a year. He's looking at now 3 years. It's not really the most fair judgment in my opinion, but I haven't really looked into the case as much as I think I should. I'm not really an expert on this topic. I just know he's fucking guilty of a lot of shit of being a horrible human being. Um, hey Pittman, what's going on, Pittman? How are you? I'm drinking an English breakfast tea. Absolutely MOP. I work for money. I do shit for money. That's what I do. I have bills to pay. I have bills to pay. I have things to buy. I have shit to pay off. Like help a bitch out. I can't even afford my thumbnail generator anymore because listen, and you better believe they've been trying to charge my debit card every other day. Every other day they are charging my debit card $40 and they can't get shit because I don't got $40 in that bitch. It's so funny to me. It's actually so funny to me. Hey Julian, what's going on, Julian? How are you? Listen, I'm telling you, I know they mad as fuck. Cause every time they go to charge my account, it's declined, declined, card declined. Yes, it's declined. It's declined every time, every 2 days. And I told them, listen, what I don't understand is how in 2025 does a company not take American Express? In 2025, why are you leaving money on the table? And just looking at the demographics of people that use American Express credit cards, you have to wonder like if the issue is transaction fees, because there are surcharges for transaction fees, and typically American Express tends to charge their businesses who process these fees a lot higher of a surcharge than their customers because their customers tend to be high spenders. So American Express does not make money off of interest. Like they don't make money off of people having huge balances on their credit cards. They make the majority of their money on those transaction fees that the businesses pay to receive that process, to process that payment. And so I wouldn't if a business had to charge me more money for me to be able to use my American Express credit card, I don't give a fuck. Charge me. And I'll go out on a limb and say and speak on behalf of every other American Express customer that they also don't mind about being charged a surcharge in order for that company, usually a small business, to take American Express credit cards. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm doing very well, Julian. How are you today? You are well, but what's going on this weekend? What's on the agenda? What questions do we have for you? P. Diddy is full of shit. He ought to be in jail for a lot longer than 4 years. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. He ought to be in jail for a lot longer than 4 years. You know what? I wasn't going to add any creamer to this tea because the cream, and listen, the tea is really good. This is Private Selections English Rose. So it's an English breakfast tea. You guys know I love my tea. It's an English breakfast tea, which is like a light, crisp black tea. Relatively speaking to other black teas, it's pretty light. Um, I would not say full body, but with the addition of the rose, it adds a bit of astringency that you sometimes get in other florals, you get in green tea. So it adds a little bit of astringency, a little bit of that bitterness that makes it kind of more of a complex tea than your typical English breakfast. Sam Hyde says 4 years is a long time in federal prison. It's not long enough for an alleged pedophile, someone that sexually assaults people, allegedly, someone that bullies people financially, someone that has basically been the black Jeffrey Epstein. It's not long enough for me personally. Federal prison is a lot worse. Sure. P. Diddy didn't take them hoes pussy, no gun to nobody's head. Okay, sure. That's a fair opinion, I guess. Um, this weekend, cleaning, laundry, cooking. Lord, my ass is boring. On the 18th, I turned 59. I'm excited. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. That's one day before my half marathon. That's Are you gonna do anything special for your 59th birthday, Julian? Canada federal presidents like being in a country club. Are you Canadian, Brock? 20 million drop. Are you talking about the 20 million that he paid that one hoe? I forget her name. His second hand man, except that his girlfriend. That's what are you referring to that 20 million that he paid her off? Listen, she played it good. She played it real good. I'll be honest with you. Don't hate the player, hate the game. She played it real good because she endured that abuse from Diddy, participated in whatever she participated in, held it over his head, and said, "Bitch, you are going to pay me for my pain. Period. You're going to pay me for my pain. For having that, for having you beat my ass on camera at a hotel lobby, you're going to pay me for that pain, and I'm going to ruin your reputation." And I'm gonna ruin your reputation. The bitch played it well. She did. Don't hate her. Hate the game that Diddy's playing. This is the game that Diddy plays. This is the game that lots of powerful, influential people play. Um, can be like being in a country club. Oh, yeah, I understood you. What's your favorite tea and dish? Well, you guys know I'm a big tea fan. I have been sponsored by Neo Teas, Japanese green tea, for a long time now. So if you ever want to try out any, oh, by the way, they're going to be giving me their tea sampler. I don't know their advent calendar. I don't know if they're going to give me the matcha advent calendar or the green tea advent calendar, but I've tried them both. But they're just going to give it to me to promote again this year. But I love it so much. I love all their products. I love the quality of their teas and the passion that the brand puts forth on their YouTube channel and across social media. They really have a reverence for educating people about green tea, both from a cultural perspective as well as a nutritional perspective. So I really appreciate that. In terms of my favorite tea, I will say I'm gonna give you a couple. In terms, my favorite green tea is a variety of green tea called gyokuro. I'll say it again, gyokuro. Gyokuro is a tea that is heavily shaded. It builds up chlorophyll and it increases its antioxidants as well as its caffeine content. It's a full-bodied flavored tea, but very strong, very potent. And I love the one that Neo Teas, they do a gyokuro that also has rice with it. So you get a little bit of that earthy rice, like puffed rice flavor, but you also get the astringency and the bitterness of the green tea, that umami flavor as well. So I like that together. That's my favorite green tea. Um, Matcha, I love matcha. In terms of matcha, I love matcha, of course. In terms of a black tea, um, favorite black tea. I think my favorite black tea is going to be um, a lavender Earl Grey. I'm gonna tell you why. Because of its versatility. I feel like a typical Earl Grey is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, nothing's wrong with a classic Earl Grey. But the lavender takes it to a a more complex flavor profile. It adds that floral note that is not only floral to the nose, but to the palate as well. And it softens the Earl Grey a bit. And I feel like Earl Grey can sometimes come off as a bit too much. And I feel like the lavender balances that harshness from Earl Grey. Add a little bit of cream, add a little bit of honey, and you've got quite the black tea. Quite the black tea. Really, yeah. But you know what? That's it. A lavender Earl Grey with cream and honey. Really good. Oh my God, no. What about chai? I forgot about chai. I love chai tea. I love chai tea. I love a good chai. Chai. Okay, so chai tea is my favorite black tea in general. But lately, I've been loving lavender Earl Grey. Okay. Okay. Anyway, stop. That's enough. That's enough tea. I could talk about tea all night long. Um, what's my favorite tea and dish? Well, I don't really have a favorite dish per se. Um, I'll give you a couple of my favorite foods in general. I love eggs. I love rice. I love swordfish. I love sweet potatoes. And I love broccoli. Those are my five favorite foods. Where is the robe tonight? It's right here, baby boy. It's right here. But the issue is that I'm drinking hot tea right now. And whenever I'm drinking hot tea, um, I get really hot. I get really hot, very, very, very hot. And so I don't want to sweat. I just don't want to be sweaty. Whenever I'm drinking hot tea, I cannot have the rope on anymore because I find myself getting overheated. I got these two big ass studio lights right here in my fucking face. So it's already hot. The temperature's already risen. It's too much. Um, I'm hiking the Mohawk Mountains and lunching with friends at the top. Oh, that's going to be awesome. For your 59th? That's awesome. Congratulations. What a great idea for a birthday celebration. Don't get me started on tea, or I'm going to start talking about supplements. You don't want me to get started on those. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. I want to hear your favorite teas, Brock. He urinated in her mouth for 20 million. Listen, I hate to say it, but run me my money. If that's all I gotta do, if that's all I gotta do, run it. Cash the check. Deposit it. Hey Zorro. Hey Joel. And you love cock. I love cock. I do. The rope is hiding that budonkadonk, badonkadonk, badonkadonk. It reminds me of Missy Elliott. Chaga can be a great drink. I never heard of chaga. It has a very slight sweet taste to it. Tell me what chaga is. I don't know what chaga is. By the way, I'm gonna get some creamer because I told myself I was gonna drink this just black, and it is quite good. It is quite fantastic black by itself. I've drank nearly the whole French press of it. By the way, guys, the French press is the. Let's listen. Okay, stop. The French press is quite literally the only acceptable way to drink coffee. Let's start there. If you are drinking coffee, you need to be making it in a French press. Okay? Second of all, your French press is not just for coffee. Oh my God, thank you, Julian. Oh my God, Julian, your benevolence knows no bounds. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate your support to the channel. Your support means the world to me because I have no money in my business checking account. So let's start there. I have no money in my business checking account. But that being said, your financial support really helps me to sustain this channel and to keep it going. I like to have fun. I like to provide value. And I'm happy that you feel like you're receiving some sort of value. And I want you to always feel comfortable giving me constructive criticism on how I can improve things and make it more worth your time to be here in the community. So again, thank you so much, Julian, for the super chat. But like I was saying about this ring, because this is important. This is important, okay? The French press is not just for coffee. It's also for tea. Especially if you are using loose leaf teas, because tea bags are convenient, not always the highest quality. That's okay though. I'm not trying to be pretentious here. It's just the truth. It's not always the best quality. But if you're going to use a loose leaf tea, you can use your loose leaf tea in your French press, right? To serve as the barrier between the tea and the tea leaves. So it's just such a multi-purpose use, and they look great on your counter. I got this copper one off of Amazon. I love it so much. Um, it's just great. But anyway, I'm gonna get myself some creamer. I'll be right back. Hey Kenji, I've sent 4 messages and none went through. If you're seeing this, let me know. Might have to make a new account. Who are you? I have live chat on. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. Kenji, welcome. Give me a second. I'm gonna get myself some creamer. I do. How are you, baby boy? Okay. So you guys know I love Chobani. You guys know I'm really big into Chobani. Chobani, listen, Chobani, the Chobani girls have been killing the Greek yogurt game for a long time. Okay? They've been doing the Greek yogurt for a long time. They've been doing the yogurts. They're cute. Everybody knows who they are. Now they've gotten into the creamer game, which I'm sure is like a gazillion dollar industry. And they make good shit. You really can't go wrong with any of the flavors. Well, you know what? I lied. No, you can't go wrong. Don't get the vanilla because it's already kind of an expensive creamer, in my opinion. Well, no, objectively speaking, it's an expensive creamer. But I would not say don't get the vanilla. The vanilla's boring. If you're going to spend a premium, get some good shit, right? So I love the sweet cream. We always stock up on the sweet cream. Right now, the pumpkin spice is really good. Yes, I'm a basic ass bitch. Where are my Ugg boots? I don't know. But I love the pumpkin spice. I also love the cinnamon coffee cake. The cinnamon coffee cake is very good. And what else do I love? Oh, the cookie dough. I love the cookie dough. But the standard in my household is the sweet cream. Just a bit. So good. Oh, that's so good. That's fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. It's a sweet cream. It's good. Anyway, chaga is a fungus that grows on birch trees. I have a very sensitive palate, so it's slightly sweet to me, but bitter to others. It has a high antioxidant content. Oh, I love that. Hey, Martin Springer, you need to eat more fruit. Okay. I'm a professional MMA fighter. Okay. Where I live, birch trees are in abundance, so I love that for you. What do you do in your stream? I talk shit in my stream. I talk about whatever you want to talk about, I'll talk about. Ask me for my opinions on a variety of topics. We're just here to chit chat, to talk shit, share ideas, share opinions, share experiences. I have nothing in mind. Now, sometimes we do come here with some predetermined topics to talk about at the top of the hour, but for the most part, things are very, very random here. Um, just super chat me if you want specifics. That part. I bought some of the sweet cream and it pairs so well with my blueberry coffee. Blueberry coffee? Please indulge me. What do you mean blueberry coffee? Talk to me about the blueberry coffee. And yes, it's great, right? The sweet cream. The sweet cream is so good. It's really good. Hey Starboy, hey Cutie Panda. What's going on, guys? How are we? What is going on? Hi Russian person. How are you? I'll link it to you, but it comes from an old ladies company in the UK. Well, that's okay. Well, I don't drink coffee anyway, so like, well, I lied. I drink decaf coffee, but I don't drink like regular coffee. I usually do. I do a decaf. I cold brew my own decaf coffee. I use San Francisco Bay Coffee Company over on the West Coast because it's first off, it's affordable off Amazon, accessible. But then, third of all, they use the Swiss water method for decaffeination, which is of a lower addition of unnecessary chemicals, right? So essentially, I'm not one of those people, those fear mongering clean girlies who says all chemicals are bad because I took biochemistry. Not all chemicals are bad, obviously. A lot of chemicals are fucking good. However, I think that sometimes when it comes to nutrition and health, eliminating variables is a good thing. So, why have chemicals in stuff that you don't really need to have in stuff, right? And decaffeinated coffee is one of those things. You don't really have to use chemicals to decaffeinate coffee. There is methodologies that can decaffeinate coffee without all those chemicals. So I choose companies and decaf coffees that use the Swiss method. Um, so yeah, Cutie Panda just got done witnessing crazy stuff from a stream above yours. What happened, Cutie Panda? What happened in the stream above mine? What were they talking about? What were they talking about? I'm interested. I want to know what were they talking. What were they talking about? Tell me. Um, I laid down on concrete today and thought it was my bed. You must like a firm bed, don't you? I also love a firm bed. I hate a soft bed that I sink into. I need to have some firmness, something to hold on to, something that has a foundation. You know what I mean? I don't like a soft bed. It can't feel like a cloud. I don't want to sink into it. I want to be laying on something. I drink tea, just pure tea. What kind of tea? Black tea, green tea, white tea, herbal tea? So it does come in decaf and regular, but she adds spices and dried blueberries in her pot. Oh, interesting. How do you find supplement quality in the US compared to Canada? I actually don't know because I've never tried any supplements from Canada. So I don't think I would have a good answer to that. I've never tried any supplements from Canada. I'd be willing to though. I'd be willing to. How are you, David Portilla Davila? Oh, you don't have to apologize about being late. You can show up whenever you want to show up, David. I'm just happy to have you anytime that I have you. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, let's zoom in. Yeah, let's zoom in a little bit. Hey Mashari. A woman yelling at her man like he's a dog and him documenting this abuse. I'm like, what the hell? Listen, people have got to be careful what they put on the internet. Not everything needs to be on the internet. I'm actually an extremely private person. A lot of people don't know this about me because of the way I behave on the internet and the things that I do share on the internet. You would think that I'm like a very open book, but I actually don't believe in oversharing online. There are lots of things that I do intentionally keep a secret from people on the internet. Just a lot of things, a lot of mundane things that you wouldn't think is important. But to be quite frank, I don't give a fuck if you find it to be important or not important. The things I want to keep private, I keep private because that makes me comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Um, and I think a lot of people tend to overshare on the internet, especially in people overshare in real life, but I think people also overshare on the internet way too much. Like people who trauma dump immediately, it's like I don't know. I think that's a little strange, especially when you're trauma dumping with people that you haven't built trust up with. I can see if you are looking for advice, because that's two different things. Okay, two different things. The one thing is trauma dumping in order to seek advice to get help for a situation that you're going through. Another thing is just to trauma dump just for the sake of trauma dumping. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you don't bond with people over that type of stuff, right? Um, I don't do that. I don't like to share, and maybe there's something I have to work on, but I don't like to share really painful experiences in my life, let alone like with people that I'm close to. I don't even share a lot of things that I'm close, like with my bestest friends. I don't share everything that I'm going through with them. So I definitely am not sharing that stuff with the internet online, right? There's so much shit that I'm always going through that is like a bunch of fucking bullshit with family. And don't get me started. But I just think that people overshare a little bit too much online and in real life. You meet someone at the fucking bar, and all of a sudden you're talking about how you escaped, prison at the age of 9, and then, you got sexually traffic for 5 years. You know, it's like, girl, I just complimented you on your nails. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to get this whole, that happens a lot. And I think people need to stop doing that. Hey, Nala, what's going on? Herbal and sakura mint tea. I'm not a fan of mint tea. Not a fan of mint tea. The only mint I like mint tea. I like mint herbal teas when it's blended with something else. Like, I need an herbal blend. If it's gonna have mint, it can't be the star of the show. It needs to be a supporting character. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, it can't be like the star of the, like, she can't be the main character, right? She's got to be a supporting character in the herbal tea blend. I need a firm bed, but with a thin down topper, cushy on my flesh, but I don't sink in. That's what I like. Yes. Yes, green tea. That's exactly what I prefer. Hi, Chloe. What's going on, Chloe? You've been very absent these days, Chloe. What is really going on with you? What is the tea with you? What's happening? I've been busy loving the recent content. Oh, well, thank you, David Portillo Davila. I don't really plan this content, to be honest with you guys. I don't plan a lot of the shit I talk about. Um, it's just whatever I'm feeling that day or that week. Oh, tomorrow I need to confirm with Leah, but I think tomorrow's stream is going to be heavily political. We're going to be talking about abortion, and she is going to be maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'll confirm with her tonight. But she is going to be trying to convince me to become pro-life. You guys know I'm very much a pro choice person when it comes to the legal ability to choose to have an abortion. But ethically, morally, in my personal life, I'm very against abortion. Um, I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy. Um, I think I would absolutely never recommend that a woman get an abortion for almost any circumstance. And even the most extreme circumstances are so extremely rare that I think there are non factors in the conversation, right? To even bring those other things up is just kind of like a moot point. It's dishonest, and it rarely happens. But my personal opinions and my ethical opinions, I don't think should matter when it comes to the law of legislating over someone's body. Adults, that is. So Leah is going to present to me some information, some of her ideas, and I think it's great because I've always shared with you guys my opinion on abortion. But I think it'll be great and educational to share one of my good Judy's opinions who differ from mine. So it'll be great to talk to her and to see what she has to say. Maybe that's tomorrow. Maybe that'll be Saturday. I am also, by the way, I am cooking up an idea to have a guest on every Saturday. So I've spoken to some of my other friends on the internet who have YouTube channels. Some of them are TikTokers. I know some influencers. I know some influencers. Okay, I know some influencers. So I'm talking to them about coming onto the channel on Saturdays. I'm trying to build up a roster of people. So we'll see how that goes. I want it to be a weekly thing, but I want to have people committed to doing it so that I don't want to say we're going to start doing this and then have two people on for 2 weeks and then not have anyone else on for like the next 5 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want it to be consistent, so I'm trying to build up that rapport with my friends on the internet to see if they're willing to come on, and then I'll work on scheduling and stuff like that. So anyway, um, Cho. Oh, hey, DJ. What's going on, DJ? I missed you. You're late tonight. Hope you're doing well. Cho kills people for a living. Nah. Stop. But if I did, I'd never tell you. You gotta work. Listen, work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Chloe's alive. 0069, the last dictator. Remember when we were watching him do his laundry? There were muffled voices in the background. In my basement, you heard them. You heard, You heard my captors in the background screaming for help. Help, help. Oh my God. Chose Dexter arc, not my Dexter arc. Well, the only time it's okay to trauma dump to a stranger is if it's a salesman and you want a discount. That part, green tea. I think trauma dumping stems from feeling like you aren't being heard enough and you just want to feel a connection with someone. I agree. I agree. And I'm not saying that trauma dumping makes you a bad person. What I am saying is that I think it's just not advantageous for you in the long term to make a habit out of that, right? I don't, that's just my opinion. But no, I think you're totally right. I think for the most part that trauma dumping it comes, yeah, you're right, from a yearning to want to feel that connection. Perhaps you never felt like you were in a position to share that with someone else. And maybe that moment of dumping, trauma dumping comes out of desperation. And I think that's often the case. Sometimes it's desperation, sometimes it's just you want the attention. It's one or the other. Do I have a dead body in the back of a Tesla? First of all, I'd never buy a Tesla. Let's start there. Let's start there. I'd never buy a Tesla because most Teslas are ugly to me. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Don't shoot me. I think most Teslas are ugly. It's just my opinion. You guys all know that if I ever got an electric car, it would be a BMW 7i. That's the car for me. That's what I want. That's my dream car. Um, is that what it's called? 7i? BMW 7i? I don't forgot the name of the car. But anyway, it shits on Teslas. It does. Sorry, it does. I don't make the news. I just report it. But no, also, Chloe, is that a reference to that singer that killed that little girl? Who was fucking that little girl? She was like 14 years old. Disgusting. Like kidnapped her. He kidnapped her. This, I guess I should say allegedly. Allegedly. Because he hasn't been convicted yet. He hasn't been convicted yet, has he? He ought to be convicted because they found the girl dead in the back of his Tesla. It's fucking psychotic. I read some black young superstar, some singer or some TikToker, probably some TikToker, some young black TikToker guy allegedly kidnapped this 14-year-old, had a whole ass relationship with her, and then the girl ends up dead in the back of his Tesla. It's wild. It's actually, well, I don't know the guy's name, but that's been in the news for a while. Chose actually an escaped convict, not us solving the case. Not y'all solving the case alive. I avoid mint tea, but then when I have it, it's never as bad as I imagine. It's not, listen, mint tea is not bad at all. Again, I drink mint tea in blends, in herbal blends. Again, I don't want the mint tea to be the main character. I want her to be the side character who dies on, the second or third episode, right? I don't want her to be there for the long haul. I just want her to be there, as a supporting role, as a guest star, but not the main character. Um, but just a pure mint tea, not for me. I think it'll be a great live, David. Leah Bobby is great. She's extremely passionate about the things that she talks about, and I think she has a lot of great insights. So I'm always willing to learn, always willing to change my positions when faced with different facts and data and opinions. So, I have no pride in changing my opinion. And also, to be honest with you, I don't think much about abortion. It's not one of those issues that makes or breaks whether I vote for a candidate or not. It's just not. First of all, pregnancy is 100% preventable. Well, I guess 98% of the time, pregnancy is preventable. So I don't really put much stock into a situation that you can prevent by putting a fucking rubber on. Like, that's. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's something that, like, abortion is preventable because you don't have to get pregnant, right? Whenever you have sex without protection, you are quite literally planning to have a child. Literally. Because this is how biology works. So I don't really even have that strong of an opinion about abortion because it's just one of those things where the people who suffer are the people that suffer. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to get pregnant. Don't get me started. Um, Welcome to Discord. Please don't judge. We can get kind of crazy over there. We do get a little crazy in the Discord channel, but I think we all mean well. We all mean very well, Brock. We mean very well. Um, Sometimes things gets heated. You might get called a cunt. You might get called a demon. You might get called some bad words every once in a while, but it's all water off a duck's back. Everything can be resolved, okay? Everything can be resolved. Everything can be resolved with communication. I mixed mint with herbal, but I add crushed sakura petals on top, but it is blended. Though I do add cinnamon shavings also. Ooh, that sounds really good, Cutie Panda. Open up a tea shop. For me, I'm pro-life too. I just can't kill my own kid. I would never do it. What do you think of the 51% of the murders in the U.S. are committed by African Americans? I think it's terrible, Santiago. I think it's terrible. It's awful. Discord was busy. I was hopping from room to room, which my ADHD loved. That's so funny, Brock. Shit's going down tomorrow. It is. Can't wait for the Cho X Cypher team up. It's gonna be great. Welcome from Yemen. Hey, Dr. Shakib. Cho, are you a cat dad or a dog dad or both? Well, I hate cats, but we used to have a cat named Karma. If you go back far enough into my YouTube history, you'll see Karma all over my videos. All over my videos, you can see Karma. You might even see my partner. My partner used to be on my channel too. So, but you guys just haven't gone far back enough. But yeah, I had a cat named Karma. I love her. I missed her. She behaved like a dog. I miss her. She's so sweet. I don't think we'll ever get another cat, but for the most part, we do dogs. We rescue pit bulls. We're one of those people who we only get pit bulls. Um, because yes, I don't want anyone coming to my home. I don't want you thinking that my home is safe for you. It's not. No, fuck you. So yes, we love pit bulls in this house. Yes, and they're vicious. Well, only one of them's really vicious. The other one's not vicious. The other one, couldn't do shit if someone broke in. But Duke will bite your head. You know what? Also, guys, you know what? I'm not going to share that. I'm going to share it. So we've been having some issues with Duke killing things. You know what? I'm not going to. I was just talking about oversharing. I'm not going to talk about my dog's personal business like that. We're working on it though. We're working on it. Um anyway. And he made wait. When most people ask, "How are you?" they don't really want to know. It's just their way of saying hi. They want to say, "I'm good. How are you?" They forgot to send you Daggest in 2 to 3 years. I don't know what that means. And he made a whole damn album about the whole thing. I don't know. I see you in an Infiniti or Audi. I'm a BMW and a Jeep guy. Those are the cars I love. Those are the only cars I'm willing to buy. Jeeps and BMWs. David, I believe his artist name. Oh, really? And he made a whole album about it. Sick, twisted, demonic. His name is David. I loved his songs, but I can't listen to his songs anymore. It's just so weird. It's so unlike him, but I guess his true colors show. What do you mean it's so unlike him to murder people? What? To sexually assault a minor and murder people was so unlike him? I think that's unlike most people, right? Joe comes off as a Lexus driver. You know what? I have a lot of beef with Lexus. I think Lexus have the ugliest cars ever, but they're very safe cars. You want to know why they're safe cars? Because they're made by Toyota. They're Toyotas. Lexus is just fancy looking Toyotas, but I don't think they're fancy looking. I do like the way Audis look though. I love an Audi. I should look at the Audi website. We're gonna browse. We're gonna browse the Audis. Not now, but you know what? Can a moderator? Can a moderator? I guess it's DJ because who? Because what other moderators show up here to this community? We don't have many other mods to show up. DJ, can you please put a reminder in the note-taking app, the note-taking channel, for me to check out Audis? I'm not really interested in the other one she mentioned. Which was it? Infinity. Yeah, I don't know about Infinities. I meant to, the I've seen a couple sexy Audis. I want to look more. Maybe I have a new dream car. Um, I gotta get a copper cup. You do. You do. You gotta get an Ember copper cup. You do. It's the best. Oh. Not me reading Cho was a Honda Civic sissy. I almost been, DJ, I would have actually been so mad at you if I spit my tea out just now. Oh. Nacho driving a rice burner. What's a rice burner? A Japanese car? And messaging cunt on Discord. Thank you. All our Discord conversations are done in love. They are. My favorite car for sure is an Audi R8. It was my dad's old car. Such good memories. I crashed my Skyline. I cried for weeks. Pit bulls are a banned breed in my province, but the breed is such a nice breed. They've been nice in my experience. That's all I can say about that. The stats don't lie about them, but they've been nice in my experience. Shadowband White Power said hi. Hi, Shadowband. How are you? This guy looks like Snoop Dogg, but he talks like some white dude. Hey, Patrick, man. Can I get a response from chat? Is Cho's mic volume low? Yeah, let me know. Is my volume low, guys? Maybe I'll put this up a little bit closer. Is the volume low? My favorite car is a 67 Chevy Impala. Oh my, listen, the Chevy Impalas look good. Even the newer ones look good, in my opinion. No cipher, his volume is normal. German and Italian cars are the best cars to have. What's wrong with the Honda Civic? It's just a joke. Nothing's wrong with the Honda Civic. I'll park my old 68 GTO next to your Impala. I really miss that car. I did think the volume was a little low, but I just turned my shit up. Do I have to hold my shit now? Now you got me. Now you got me paranoid that my shit's low. Um, what's your favorite vape? I don't vape. Smock by far has the best vapes. Sativa. I don't know what any of that is. In college, I used to smoke American Spirits, the blue pack. I would go to B&D, a little bagel shop called Bagel and Deli, and you could buy singles back in the day. I don't know if you can still buy singles, but I would get a salty whore with no turkey. Get a salty whore, no turkey, and I would buy a single American Spirit, and I would sit on the patio, drunk, high as a kite, and just, you know, every weekend, that's what I would do. Just once a week. It was for the vibes. Um, how much is the mic you have? This is the um Rode Wireless Pros. I love them so much. They're so great for vlogging or for content creation in general, for interviewing, for podcasting, things of that nature. Because you get two. I got the whole setup, and I know that DJI has um a competing set of like a wireless system. I gotta sneeze. Give me a second. Um, DJI has a competing system, but this is actually the more valuable, like the value purchase. It's a little bit more expensive in totality, but when you price out all the different components, you get two lavalier mics for the bundled price. And I want to say, you know what? Let me not. I don't want to guesstimate. Let me just go on Google right now and tell you how much it cost. Um, Wait, let me just go to my orders. Rode. Okay. So I paid for my Rode Wireless Pro on April 30th, 2024. It's $299 for the whole system. And it comes with two lavalier mics. The lavalier mics do not come with the DJI setup. Now, you might find that you don't need the lavalier mics, but if you don't want this bulkiness to be showing in your video, you don't want it flopping around. It can be a little bit uncomfortable at times. The lavalier mics can be very inconspicuous and inconspicuous. Is that the word I want to use? It could be inconspicuous. Um, and a lot more demure, right? And so I think that's a great option to have. It adds to your versatility as a content creator by having those lavalier mics, especially if you're working with other people, if you're interviewing people, if you're out in the street, if you're doing content with someone else, and you want to mic up someone else, I think those lavalier mics is a good option to have. Um, but yeah, $300. For nicotine, I like the Lost Vape Orion bar. DMT vapes are where it's at. There's just something about driving a car that shakes houses as you drive by. Testosterone, period. Motherfucker, go take care of your damn kids. My kid is right here, honey. That kid, he's right there, taken care of. Outside, he needs more. He needs more shots for his allergies. Um, Yo, what's 9 plus 10? I don't know. You tell me. American Spirit was my brand when I smoked. No added chemicals, only tobacco. Camel, Turkish Gold, puffing on a little Afghan hash as we stream. Smoked penis. Do you guys remember Newport 25? It was a soft pack of Newports that came with 25 cigarettes. Imagine eating smoked dog brains. Itchy tasty. Inconspicuous, not inconspicuous. Inconspicuous? Inconspicuous. Are your dishes clean? They are clean. I don't have a single dish in my sink right now. Started playing Soul Calibur 2, and you were right, Joe. I know, I know, I know, I know. I'm always right. I'm always right. Listen, when I gave you guys my top three fighting video games, I was not lying. I was not lying. Go play Soul Calibur 2. Go do it this weekend. Go do it. Go do it. And of course, my gay ass used to eat the girls up with Sophidia. Used to eat the girls up with Sophidia. But no, go play Soul Calibur 2. I wasn't lying when I said that. See, Ben, you should always trust me, Ben. Always trust me. But verify. Trust, but verify. Okay? You can trust me, but then go verify. Keelik? No, come. Keelik? Keelik was kind of cheesy, though, to be honest. He was a little cheesy. Keelik was a little cheesy. But I liked him, and he was fucking hot too. What a trash game. Don't start, Kenji. Don't start with me tonight. Don't start. We've been having a nice night tonight. We've been having a fun time. We've all been getting along. Stop. Cho, have you tried Apoquel for allergies for your puppy? No, they're taking shots right now. Like we give Duke legitimate, and that tends to help a lot actually. Did you have any washing left in the machine? I did. You know what? I didn't, but my partner was really mad at me today because he told me to, fold his clothes last night. And I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. I got it. And then I completely forgot to do it. So this morning, when he woke up, he went down to the basement thinking that I had folded all his clothes. And no, they were still in the dryer, all wrinkled up. He was so mad. He was so pissed. So what I did is I brought him dessert home from work today. That's how I always get him. You big back bitches are easy. Easy. Just feed you dessert. You guys know I'm a nutrition Nazi. So I keep this household on lockdown at all times. I don't buy snacks for the house. I don't buy snacks for the house. I don't allow him to buy snacks for the house. There are no desserts here. There are no cookies here. There's no treats here in this household. You come to my household and you want to forage through my refrigerator and my pantries. There's nothing for you to eat, honey. Okay? There's nothing for you to eat here. There's no snacks, there's no cookies, there's no Oreos, there's no biscuits, none of that shit, right? So I use the carbs and the sugar as negotiating tactics, right? So I brought back a dessert for him today, and that smoothed things over pretty easily. So yeah. I would recommend asking your vet about it. It's a tablet. Mitsurugi main here. Mitsurugi's pretty great. Voldo and Yoshimitsu are the only good characters. The lies, the lies, the lies. How about One Piece being the best anime ever created? Techno, shut the fuck up. You guys just love, y'all are the ops. Y'all are the ops. Y'all just love to see me get riled up, angry, upset, emotional. You love to see me all animated because you know I can't control what comes out of my mouth when I get animated and my body language. You just love it so much. But I'm not going to fall for the trap. I'm not falling for the trap tonight. I got my tea. I got my English breakfast with Rose. And I got a little bit of that sweet cream by Chobani. I'm good. I'm keeping calm tonight. I'm keeping calm. Dude, Soul Calibur 4 was my favorite. Would always play Killick, piss off my friends. I love Killick. He's a little cheesy though. I'm gonna keep it real. He's a bit cheesy, but I like him. He's hot as fuck. I love his kit. I think it's unique. Yeah, I love Killick. Mitsurugi's better than Yoshimitsu. I should have known. I'm a Yoshimitsu main in Tekken. Well, Yoshi in Tekken is off the rails. Off the rails. I love him in Tekken. I wasn't that impressed with him in Soul Calibur. I worked in the veterinary industry for 10 years, so not only am I into human supplements, but also into pet health. Well, listen, Brock, I'm gonna have to send you some pictures of Duke to let you know what the fuck is going on with him. It's pretty terrible. You know, I'm not gonna say that. Anyway, Nacho using that house is strict. Well, yeah, you know what? I am strict because I need my partner to be living for the next 100 years. I don't need him eating a bunch of fucking carbohydrates and not working them off, right? That doesn't make any sense. So no, and I control the food that comes in and out of this house. I see all the purchases on the credit card. So when I and listen, and that's another thing too, by the way. He thinks I don't know when he eats fast food, but I get notifications anytime he spends money on his credit card. I get the notification. I see Arby's, I see Chick-fil-A, I see all that shit, right? I see it. But part of this is also my fault because as you guys know, I've been training for this marathon and a lot of my duties as the one of the managers, I manage the household in terms of food. That's like my domain. That has fallen by the wayside. I have not had all the boiled eggs. I usually keep 24 boiled eggs a week. I boil about 24 eggs a week. I do 14, and then I do probably another 14 by the end of the week. I haven't been doing that. I haven't been having healthy snacks. I haven't did the overnight oats. So all the things I usually do for him, I don't have because I'm just like barely surviving. So he's supplementing with fast food, which he's happy about. But that's gonna after this marathon, after the marathon's done, bitch, that's gonna change. We're getting back into back into the way this is supposed to be ran over here in this household. So we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that, believe me. But right now he's having a field day. This marathon training, he's like, oh yeah, Joe's don't have my doesn't have my boiled eggs. He don't have my mozzarella string cheese. He doesn't have all these snacks. He doesn't have my overnight oats. So I'll just supplement by eating fast food. Girl, bye. That will be changing after October 19th. I'll be back on my game. Don't worry. Don't worry. Um, Not Joe using psychological warfare on his partner. Yes, I have dates and apples for a sweet treat. I do keep some dark chocolate stash. I do have dark chocolate stash too. But I'm actually using that for some protein bars that I want to make, chocolate protein bars. Never played beyond the first Tekken. Oh, you need to play it. You need to play Tekken. Play some more Tekken, Kenji. It's great. Street Fighter 2 shaped all that shit. That's true. Now that is true. You've got to give credit where credit is due. Street Fighter 2 is the blueprint. Street Fighter 2 is the blueprint. I mean, it may not be the best, but she's still that bitch. She's still the blueprint. You know, Street Fighter 2 is still the blueprint. You know what I mean? There's a difference between being the blueprint and being the best. Street Fighter 2 is the blueprint. Um, Cho, are you off the yerky? Like beef jerky? What's yerky? Are you off the yerky? Can somebody do a Google? Can we Google yerky? What does yerky mean? Like am I off the beef jerky? Is yerky quote? Do you mean jerky? Um, Anime wise, Record of Lotus Wars was incredible. DBZ's my second. I bet they did go boing. It does, Bobby. It does. How'd you know? The reason that Yoshimitsu is better in Tekken is because kick button was replaced with the block button. Bro, I asked you a question. Well, you know already know the answer, stupid flower. It's in your name. Um, the only dessert in Cho's house is that ass, right? It is. Accurate statement, Techno 15. Lots of Yoshi's moves in Tekken use two buttons at a time. If you remove a kick button for a block button, Yoshi loses 20% of his total move. It's fucking huge. It is. I have a very strict set of rules laid down by Chom. Yeah, he's fine. Um, have a good night, Kenji. Love you lots. I can't with you, Cho. I know he loves me. Yeah, he does. Street Fighter is a gold candidate. It has to be. As the blueprint, it has to be automatically. Yerky can be Jesus is coming. Okay, great. Yerky can be used informally to describe someone who's acting in a strange or peculiar way, similar to being quirky. So why not just say quirky? Hey Tao, Tao Chin My Deck. Tao Chin My Deck. Do a backflip for $50. I will Monday. I'm not doing a backflip. Spoiler alert. Maybe I'll attempt one for $50. Maybe. No, I can break my neck doing that. No. Would my insurance cover that? I don't know. Favorite weapon in a fighting game? That is such an interesting question. Fuck. You know what? This might be very lame. This might be very lame. Is this lame in a fighting game? So when I think of a fighting game, okay, I'm gonna say a short sword is my favorite weapon in a fighting game. Am I tell you? Am I tell you why? Let me bear with me. Walk with me. The reason why is because of the versatility. I'm a verse king. Remember, y'all, I'm a verse king. No one has even asked me if I'm a bottom or a top yet this month. I'm kind of like, what's wrong with you guys? But I love the versatility of a short sword. Also, I feel like a lot of characters with swords are able to show off more of their own personal flair because of the versatility that the sword offers them. Okay? Does that make sense? So when I think of swords, I think of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Think about the swordies in that game and the sheer amount of versatility each of the swordies have in terms of having a unique move set, a presence, a personality, and a flair that's unique to their character. I think of that when I think of swords. In terms of weapons in and of themselves in fighting games, I don't know. I think to Elden Ring, I think a better question, a better, I guess, landscape for me would be like Elden Ring. I love a halberd. I love a halberd, and I feel like I like a halberd because of the type of character that typically uses halberds. I feel like characters that use halberds are more often than not regal. They're stoic and they have lots of honor and integrity. And I like that archetype. I like that archetype in terms of a character in a video game. I like the regal archetype. I like the honorable, the guardian. I main guardian in Elden Ring Night Reign, so this is no shock or no surprise. You know, a lot of characters that use halberds in the Elden Ring universe also have a little bit of a religious motif to them. So I like halberds too. I like halberds. I'm pretty sure that Song Mina uses a halberd in Soul Calibur, does she not? I'm pretty sure she does. And she was one of my favorite characters. I liked her. Okay. Almost had me send a $50 super chat to see that one. I know. I'm glad I stopped you. Thoughts on MMOs like World of Warcraft? I was in a guild called Grumpy Old Farts. I love MMOs. I feel like I'm not at the age, or no, that's the wrong word. That's the wrong way to express it. I'm at the wrong place in my life where I have the time or the capacity to indulge in an MMO. So you are new here, Brock, but to give you a little bit of background on who I am as a creator, I my claim to fame was actually on Twitch playing Guild Wars 2. Those who have heard of that know that Guild Wars 2 is the less impressive free version of World of Warcraft. In that game, I played a character called Mesmer. I play mostly in the PvP arenas, and I was actually top 100 NA for a very long time, even surpassing some of the pro players. I didn't play pro, but I beat their asses on a regular basis because a lot of them are a bunch of fucking cheaters. Don't get me started there. But anyway, that's where my claim to fame is. That's where my base of supporters began, and where I started making a good sum of money was over on Twitch, playing the game Guild Wars 2. Um, so yeah, I love MMOs. I was part of guilds, and it was a big deal to me. I put in a lot of time. I don't really have the capacity for an MMO these days because I get really into games, and I don't really have the self control to start an MMO and not go all in. That sword thing from Halo is mine. Holy Hand, Grenade Worm series, my FA Worms, Armageddon. Scythes are pretty cool. You know what? You know who I love? From Guilty Gear Strive, there's a character that uses a scythe. He's like a tranny. Oh, I don't say that in a mean way, but he's like a trans character or a transgender. I don't know. A troon. I don't. What do you want me to tell him? What do you want to call him? I don't know. But he's so cool. I love him so much. He uses a scythe. I forget his name. I haven't watched Guilty Gear Strive videos in a long time, actually, but I enjoy watching that game. In fact, when I'm able to afford my new desk and I can get my dual monitor reset up and I start live streaming video games again, I am most likely going to start playing Guilty Gear Strive because I love watching that fighting game. I love it so much. I haven't played any Guilty Gear before, but I'm definitely very into the idea of playing Guilty Gear Strive. So, anyway, that character with his scythe, fucking. You know what? Can I get another DJ? I gotta start paying DJ. DJ, can you please give me a reminder to post a video of the scythe character from Guilty Gear Strive? I'm so sorry, DJ. We need more mods to spread the work around. DJ has this whole community on his back. I'm telling you. And the Halo shotgun is one of my favorites from games, generally speaking. Timeless special effects. Counter Strike. I never played Counter Strike before. Cho, I genuinely forgot. Are you a bottom or a top? I'm verse. Let's talk about this. So, because no one has asked me in like a month and a half. Actually, did anyone ask me last month? I don't think anyone asked me last month. So I'll give you guys 2 times to ask that dumbass question this month during because my benevolence knows no bounds. I'll give you 2 times to ask whether I'm a top or bottom. So we'll explain this. Mom, close your fucking ears. Because I know you're listening to the stream. Close your ears for 5 minutes and then come back to the stream. Okay, Mom? I love you so much. Thank you. So, I consider myself to be versatile. I love bottoming. I love topping because I love sex. So, I mean, duh, right? However, I tend to fall into routines very quickly. For example, if I meet you for the first time, we're gelling, we're clicking, we're having a good time. I like you, you like me, and then we spend some more time together. We go on 3 or 4 dates, and then you know what? Let's fuck, let's bang. However it ends up is the way it's gonna be for that relationship. So, just to give you a little bit of a example, I've been in a relationship now for like 10 years, and I've been a top for the last 10 years. So I'm basically in gay years, I'm like a virgin again. Like I haven't bottomed in 10 years. I'm a virgin basically, right? Technically, when you think about it, right? In gay years, in all gay years, that's like an eternity, right? I'm I'm a virgin. But the boyfriend before then, I was bottom exclusively for him. So it really depends on the energy of that specific relationship. I don't tend to switch up in a relationship, if you know what I mean. Like if I meet even casual partners that I've had in years past, like many, many years past, even casual partners, whatever the vibe was, that was the vibe. That was that. That's the way it is. So I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's me. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's me. That's the truth. That's how I am. Okay. Short Sword is a fantastic choice. What is your favorite fantasy movie or series? I don't really have one. I don't really watch movies. I don't really read books. I watch a bunch of anime, and mostly all of that is fantasy. So, I like Wakazashi over Katana. Longbows are also great. I love a longbow. A longbow is really great. A longbow is great. Same with ball action rifles. Japanese war clubs are also pretty fucking insane. Halberds are gold. I love a halberd. I do love a halberd. I love a halberd, but I think halberds also takes into mind or into consideration the character itself, right? It's not so much the halberd, but the character wielding the halberd. You know what I mean? I can't believe the first time I played Fortnite with my brother was 8 years ago. I was like 13 or 14. Now I'm 21. That's crazy, Chloe. Did I miss the Diddy convo? Do you think he'll serve his whole sentence? I don't know. He's only being sentenced to 4 years. He's already served over a year. So he's looking at 3 years maximum. And I think that's all not enough. I think he should have got a decade in prison, but that's just my opinion. You play Soul Calibur? Oh my god, girl! I never met someone else who plays Soul Calibur. Girl, get your shit together. Of course, I play Soul. Of course, Sophia main. Period. Keelik secondary. Come on now. Now come on now. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I play Soul Calibur. I love Soul Calibur. I played a lot of WoW at one point. Hey, ergonomic dildo, are you part Japanese? The girls. That's what the girls say. The girls say I'm part Asian. Bulak, Buhlack, and then I like to just say that I'm North Korean, Black and North Korean, Blasian. That's what the rumor is, at least. What? That hair never cut. You bitch! Don't be calling me out, old man Zed. I mean, you right. Not you calling me out. My hair is never cut. It really is never cut. My hair is just always a fucking mess. It truly is. I have not been to get my hair cut in months. It has been months. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's a good reason why. I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why is because the days that I have off of work, the days where I am not busy, full of activities and shit that I'm doing that's already in my fucking calendar, are the days that my favorite barber isn't at work. So, for example, Monday. Monday is the day that I have the most flexibility of all of the whole entire fucking week. My barber does not work on Mondays. So if I want to get my hair cut by him on a Monday, I have to pay him extra. And he already starts at like 40, 50 fucking dollars. And it's like, I'm not getting blowjobs with my haircut. Why am I paying upwards of 50 bucks in Columbus, Ohio for a haircut without a blowjob? It makes no sense. It makes no sense, actually. How much these barbers are charging for haircuts these days is insane. Um, so I'd rather just not get my hair cut. I'd rather just like get the clippers, zoom, 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 call it a day, save some money. I already got a man. Who am I getting my hair cut for at this point? Right? So I'm not pressed about getting a haircut. But you're right. That hair never cut. It's been 2 months. The hair is raggedy. The face is raggedy. The facial hair is raggedy. I know. Tell me something I don't know. When I saw you, I instantly thought of Adolf Hitler. Adol Fittler. I don't know what. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't be a virgin again. It's like being born again. It's well rested. It's taken. It's been a long. Listen, he is very. He is hibernating. He's been hibernating for 10 years. I'm always bottom for someone reason, no matter what. If I'm like with a girl or a guy, just always bottom. Well, because you're a girl. Girls are always bottoms, unless you have a strap on. Oh no, we had a fishy addict that wanted too much attention. I love your shirt. Oh hey Mew, I love Del Rey. What about Dark Souls? I haven't played Dark Souls. The only Dark Souls I played is Elden Ring. I played all the Elden Ring games. That's about it. I haven't played any Dark Souls games. Joe knows how tan I can get. It's that part Brazilian for me. Yeah, it is. That's what I do. The Clippers and zoom, 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 period. And it's free 99. So that part. By the way, guys, you guys need to really keep up with the lawsuit happening between Nintendo and basically America. Um, Nintendo is really out of pocket and they're trying this whole Pokemon situation. It is really out of control. And this lawsuit, I posted info. I'm not going to get into it tonight because I only got 3 minutes left. But if Pokemon is successful with this lawfare, this evil fucking lawfare that they are engaging in right now, if they are successful, it will completely destroy the modding community and Pokemon itself over time. Disgusting. And as a fan of games that are modded, like I'm a big fan of watching content from Elden Rings. That like the mods in Elden Ring are insane. They're so good. And this whole idea that like mods take away from like other like original games, it's so not true. It's so not true. In fact, the people who play modded games always buy the original game. It's just it's, anyway, it's crazy. Um but go watch that. I linked the video in the Discord channel on in the gaming channel. I linked it there. Start there. It's a really interesting legal battle that I will be paying attention to. Um, who's your favorite Soul Calibur character? Sophidia, of course. Sophidia and Kilik are my two favorites. I also like Song Mina, but definitely Sophidia and Kilik. I do the same thing. Shave my head down to the dome. That way people can't tell I'm going bald. Well, that helps. I enjoyed the live show. See you on Discord. See you, Brock. Thank you for being here. 33 minutes? No, 90 minutes. I've been live for 90 minutes. MOP, where you been for the last 60 minutes, Sonny? Um, hey, Laporte. Any last minute questions before we get out of here? Oh my god, Nightmare is so cheesy. Girl, bye. I can't talk though because Keelik is also kind of cheesy. Keelik is also kind of cheesy, so I can't even talk shade. I can't talk shit or throw shade at you, Chloe, for playing Nightmare. You know, that's fine. That's cute. That's cool. Okay, guys, we're gonna get going. Thank you for being here tonight. That was a really quick stream. I feel like I just started streaming tonight. I feel like we just started the stream, but we've been here for 90 minutes. That's so crazy. We will be here tomorrow, potentially with Leo will be tomorrow night. So I'll double check with her now. I'll send her a DM now to see if she's on for tomorrow. And then we'll chit chat with her. We'll have a great discussion with her. But thanks for being here. We'll be live at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern time zone tomorrow. And yeah, come join the Discord channel, guys. It's always linked in the description box below. And if you're here live, it is always linked in the pinned comment above or below, depending on if you're on PC or mobile. Thanks for being here, guys. I will chat with you guys over on Discord right now. Thanks for the discussion. Love you.